Andrea!
Hey Nina, how are you?
I'm so sick of my look. Red is so last season. I wish I looked more like you.
Hey, I used to look like you too before I got my makeover.
What? How?
Well, I went to the foreign exchange market and got a new look.
Foreign exchange? What's that?
Well, basically, foreign exchange is the currency of other countries. Each country has a different currency and monetary equivalent, so each look is different as well.
Cool, so if I get a makeover, will I look exactly like you?
That's like totally up to you. Different countries have different designs, so you can choose whatever color, size, or texture you want to be.
Oh my god, I'm so excited! I can't wait to get started.
Great! You're in for an adventure when you join the foreign exchange market, which is basically the system that deals in exchanging currency, or in your case, doing fabulous makeovers.
So who does these makeovers anyway?
Come, let me introduce you to some of my friends.
Hi, I'm Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Philip for short.
Nice to meet you.
No one gets a makeover without meeting Philip. He regulates and maintains the entire foreign exchange system in the country and ensures that everything goes smoothly.
Wow, so how do you make all these big decisions?
Well, I don't want to bore you with all too many details, but I use what's called a floating exchange rate system, where exchange rates are determined based on supply and demand in the market.
So for example, $1 now is worth 42 pesos, while €1 now is worth 54 pesos. It all depends on what people want to buy and sell.
That makes so much sense. The other day, my friends were talking about something. I couldn't really understand. Something called the PhilPass? Or is it the PDDTS?
Both of those are correct. PhilPass stands for the Philippine Payment and Settlement System, and this is linked by the Payment versus Payment electronic system to the PDDTS, or the Philippine Domestic Dollar System. Both are real-time gross settlement systems. The only difference is that the PhilPass deals with peso transactions, while the PDDTS deals with dollar transactions.
So are you saying that the PDDTS helps the banking industry move US dollar funds from one Philippine bank to another on the same day without having to go through the corresponding banks in the US? And that under the PVP system, final transfer in one currency only happens if a final transfer in the other currency occurs?
Exactly! Boy, you sure are smart. Now I hope you don't mind, but I have to go.
Oh my gosh, that Philip is always so busy. Anyway, there's still a few of my friends that I want you to meet.
So who's next?
Well, have you ever been part of an exclusive club?
Not really. The other currencies used to make fun of how dull I look, which is why I wanted to get a makeover in the first place.
Ugh, that's so mean! Anyway, this club I'm going to introduce you to next is the BAP, or the Bankers Association of the Philippines. They're a great group of friends, and I'm sure you'll really get along with them.
Hi! You can call me Coco. It's easier to say that anyway than my real name. United Coconut Planters Bank. So nice to meet you! Andrea has told me so much about you.
Wow, that's like so sweet of you. How can you help me with my makeover though?
Well, my friends like DBP, RCBC, PNB, Land Bank, Maybank, BPI, and BPO came together because we all wanted to further our interests and enhance our value in trading, commerce, and the like. When it comes to foreign exchange, we conduct interbank trading and often send bills back and forth to get makeovers, just like what we did with Andrea a few years ago.
Yup, all makeovers are done through the PDS, or Philippine Dealing System, which has an electronic platform called the PDEX, or the Philippine Dealing and Exchange Corp.
PDEX is so super-duper awesome that we just had to appoint it the official service provider of our club for the immediate purchase or sale and delivery of pesos and dollars.
Wow, that's amazing! So if you can buy and sell currency that fast, I guess you can exchange information and confirm some transactions right away.
Exactly! Exactly!
That's great news for investors. But how do people know about all these things?
It's all thanks to Ruth over here.
Why, hello there! Most people know me as Reuters, but since we're friends now, you can call me Ruth.
So, what do you do?
I'm an international news agency based in London that transmits news all over the world. BAP also made me the exclusive distributor of all PBX data, so you'll be updated with all the latest happenings in the foreign exchange scene.
Awesome! Are all banks part of BAP?
No, but that doesn't mean they can't get a slice of the foreign exchange action.
Yep, they can still trade with us or with other international banks. Commercial banks can still engage in spot, outright forward, and swap transactions in different currencies.
But since they aren't part of the PDEX, they can't use me to let people know about what they're up to. Instead, they have to go through my best friend, Reuters Dealing.
Anyway, I wish I could stay and talk some more, but Judy calls. See you soon! Come on, Ruth!
Cheerio! Good luck on your makeover, Mina!
Wow, I'm learning so much! I thought this makeover would just be about how I look, but I think even my brain's looking better now.
I'm really happy to hear that.
So is there anyone else you want me to meet?
Just a few more, then we'll be on our way.
Hey, what's up, Mina, man? I'm Tulad Praban, but most people call me Tully. I'm a foreign exchange broker, man, and I want you to meet another co-worker of mine, Ika.
Hi, I'm ICA Philippines Incorporated, or Investment Company Association of the Philippines. ICA for short. I'm a foreign exchange broker too.
That sounds super interesting. What do you guys do?
Well, let's say you want to have a makeover, man, and you don't want to actually go to the place. You can have it virtually done. Most brokers work through internet and help you with your foreign exchange.
It's as easy as that? Darn, now I want to be a foreign exchange broker too.
In that case, you might be interested in a third currency trading too.
Even I haven't heard of that. What happens in third currency trading?
Well, I think Finn can explain it better than I can.
Bloomberg Financial Services here. You might have heard of me and my friend, Reuters Dealing?
Yup. Isn't Reuters Dealing what commercial banks, not in the PBEX, use to communicate information?
Yes, but that's not all we do. We also give you the latest updates and news regarding anything and everything that has to do with foreign exchange. So if you want to be updated on what's hot, we got all the latest scoop.
Wow, now even I've learned something new. It's been great seeing you all, but I think it's time for Mina to get a makeover!
I want to get my makeover already. So how do these usually go?
Well, there are like a couple of ways that these usually happen. There's one technique called foreign trade transactions. What happens here is that commercial banks sell foreign exchange to service payments for imports. In other words, importing and exporting are like super important here.
That's so cool. What else? What if I don't want to do like trading or whatever?
Well, there are also non-trade transactions. What happens here is that it doesn't involve importing or exporting. It involves inward and outward investments.
What are those?
Inward investments happen when another country invests in the Philippines. On the other hand, outward investments are the opposite. Both of these can happen to make your makeover possible.
So what if I want some help on my makeover? What can I do?
Remember Philip? Yeah, you can go to him or any of his friends and he can give you a foreign loan or grant, which is another type of investment as well.
Alright. Wow, there are a lot of ways to go in the foreign exchange market, huh?
Yup, and if you don't like any of those, you can always have other financing schemes or arrangements that you think works for you the best.
OMG, I'm so excited for my makeover already. Let's do it now.
Let's go! Not so fast! You have to be careful. It can be risky too, you know.
Really? Oh no, what could possibly happen?
Of course, just by participating, you're already putting yourself at risk.
Yikes!
Also, there are always changes in the currency rates, which means that sometimes you won't always get the look you want. Today, the peso could be worth 40 to a dollar, but tomorrow it could be 45!
Oh my gosh!
There could also be shifts in supply and demand, so that could affect the market too. Because if there's less demand, less people want to invest.
I'm scared now.
Don't worry, remember, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. And they say that's the foreign exchange market is one of the riskiest.
That's very reassuring.
But look, the exchange rate right now is 42 pesos to a dollar.
Wow, that's like super cheap. I want to get my makeover now. Wow, that was so easy. Now I have a totally new look.
Wow, you look like $1,000,000.